Assuming a mindful posture and closing your eyes or lowering your gaze. Bringing your attention to your breath wherever you notice it most naturally.
Now, Anna Maria, lest you be lulled into a sense that mindfulness in the classroom is a wholly uncontroversial practice, I want to introduce another voice here.
I was very concerned when it was presented to us, partly because of the way that it was presented as a non-religious secular tool, when I knew by my research that it wasn't non-religious, it was definitely Buddhist.
That's Tina Olson. She's a teacher who used to work in the BC public school system.
And she's wary of this idea of mindfulness in the classroom.
That's right, and she's not alone. There have been a number of families in British Columbia who have echoed her concerns.
It's religious because it is teaching students a practice that Buddhist monks use. The practice itself, listening to the sound of a chime and meditating on that sound with your eyes closed and your palms up, and thinking about anything but your thoughts, really, trying to detach from your thoughts. That is a well-known Buddhist practice. And if it were being practiced in Buddhist robes and in a temple, everyone would know it was Buddhist. But because they've taken the robes off and it's in the classroom, now they're calling it non-religious. Well, there seems to be a double standard about religious practices in public schools. As long as you call it brain breaks or neuroscience and you don't call it Buddhism, it seems to be allowed. Yet if someone were to stand up and lead the students in the Lord's Prayer, but they said that it wasn't Christianity, people would be up in arms about that.
Peter, you did say that mindfulness meditation is based on Buddhist practice. Is this bringing religion into public school classrooms?
There is some debate about this, especially in the United States. It's interesting. I asked my mindfulness coach, Monica, about mindfulness and belief earlier, and she had a very different take.
You know, the nice thing, too, one of the reasons why I was really attracted to mindfulness as a discipline is that I don't have to believe anything. It's entirely experiential, so you can just practice, try the exercises.
Okay, so that's her view. What about these students who are trying or practicing mindfulness? Is it working for them?
Well, I gathered together 4 of the students at RH King after class to hear what they had to say.
I'm Kabla and Mali Dar, and I'm 17.
I'm Darshika Ganeshamurthy, I'm 17.
My name is Paris Gatmeyer, and I am 16.
I'm Imani Thomas, I'm 17.
So these are all kids who took part in mindfulness training last year from coaches named Steve and Heidi.
When I came to the school and I heard about it, I was kind of confused and I didn't know why they would be doing this because it just seemed like it would be interrupting studying time. But after doing it for a little while, I think I do actually like it. It does keep me calm because it gets me to stop and relax and just not work so hard, trying to kill myself, trying to finish my homework.
Yeah.
And it's helpful too because they still at least they send us emails with the recordings and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So we can even do it at home whenever we have the chance to.
And one of the things Steve and Heidi mentioned were that because we're so caught up in homework and school life and work life, we forget the things that truly make us happy. So I used to read and I used to sing, which I gave up on after I started high school. I didn't do much of it, but after the program I kind of started that again and started doing things that I enjoy on a normal basis.
For me, what was big was taking mindful walks because I live right on the bluff, so I would just kind of I'd just kind of go for a walk there and kind of do the mindful practices there. Not as frequently, but when I am stressed, I would do that. I think that you get out of it what you put in. So there were kind of those kids that rolled their eyes and just texted the whole time, but there were also kids who really embraced it. We had some kids who like Matthew would do it every single day. Yeah. Even in other classes, I'd see him in physics, he'd be doing mindful. So I think that it's great to have it available because kids that really want to embrace it will, and kids that don't, I feel like in a few years they'll be oh, I should have been doing this.
Yeah.